Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing Ossans Love because I just finished it, all 12 episodes. I was sat weekly because I love me some Earth Mix, and high key, I would probably watch anything that they're in. But, yeah, this one, it started off fine. I've never seen the original, let me say that. I've never seen the original Ossans Love. And honestly, after watching the Thai version and seeing the discourse on the internet, I probably will never watch the original because everyone's saying it's like way worse than the Thai version as far as the storyline goes. Because yeah, the storyline and some of these characters, not my favorite at all. The acting was good. Earth Mix acting, the boss, like the acting, she was cute. These characters, this story, questionable. Now, I obviously, since I haven't seen the original, I went into this thinking it was gonna be like a cute little funny rom com type situation, which it was. But the boss, least favorite character, hands down. I'm sorry, but sir, you're his boss and he doesn't like you. I don't like storyline. I don't like in general when people are trying to pressure other people into doing things. And I'm sorry, but like you're his boss. So like obviously he's gonna kind of sort of a little bit do whatever you say, or at least feel pressured to do whatever you want him to do because you're his boss. Like what the hell? And I'm sorry, but Hang gave no indication that he had any sort of interest in the boss. And I'm just like, sir, you're just obsessed and weird and hella creepy. Long story short, not a fan of the boss. And honestly, he pissed me off every time he was on the screen because like, sir, what are you doing? And then Mo's not off the hook either because he was pissing me off as well. Mix, you ate down in your role though. Like, girl, you ate that. But that character, ew. He was extremely insecure, obviously, but also he kept like pushing Hang away and running away from Hang and not being honest with himself. Mo's communication is ass. He didn't communicate with Hang. Girl, he didn't communicate with his own family after they got him thinking that he got rejected. And it's like, no, he literally left that man. How you gonna be mad at somebody because they have amnesia? It's just there were certain things I was just like, girl, what is this plot? What is this story? What is going on? Speaking of the amnesia, that was so unnecessary. When I tell you I stopped the series and I literally contemplated all of my life choices that led me to that moment, because one thing that I cannot stand in a series is unnecessary amnesia. There was literally no need for that. No need at all. And I just knew that the rest of the series she was not gonna give what I needed it to give, and it really didn't. Like his friend group, Hank's friends, his mother, like what is wrong with these people? Nobody ever stood up and said anything about how the boss was creepy as hell. The boss's daughter is the only one that like tried to be like, no, I'm not feeling that. And like I didn't like her character either, but at least she tried to stop the relationship. Was her reasoning the best? Not really, but like at least she saw that there was a problem with the boss and Hang. But like none of the coworkers, like nobody thought that the boss pursuing him was like a no. Like I'm the friend group, Hang's friends weren't that great. Like the series tried to make it seem like Hang was an issue when literally, if you go through most of the series, Hang was never really the problem. How was Hang the most rational one and the best communicator out of everybody in the series. Hang communicated the best. Hang was the most rational in most situations. Girl, what the hell? And then Hang's mother just dipping out because she was annoyed with him. And then we find out that she's dying. And then she leaves again. She wasn't there for his first little fake wedding. She wasn't there for his engagement. Like, I was like, did I miss something? What mother doesn't want to be there for like big, important milestones in their child's life? But like, she wanted to see him in a relationship before she died. Like, I'm just like, did I miss something? Please let me know in the comments if I missed something, because I'm just like, not that they did all that and then she just left. We find out, well, we did find out that she didn't have cancer, obviously, but still, she just dipped. Like, what was this plot? What was this storyline? What the hell was going on? And then back to the boss, because he just kept pissing me off, and back to the stupid ass amnesia. Why did everybody just let the boss take advantage again of Hang with amnesia? Like, nobody thought that that was crazy, that Hang literally couldn't remember anything from the last 2 years, but he just said yes to get married to this man, even though he doesn't really remember anything that has happened, and everybody was just cool with that. Oh, well, we know the boss was gonna be cool with it, but like everybody was just like, "Oh yeah, like you, girl, huh?" Like the amount of times that I had to pause, I was just like, "Girl, what is going on? What are y'all doing? What, Hang, you need new friends. You need a new job. You need to completely reevaluate everybody in your life. Get rid of them hoes and bring in some new ones, because sir, don't nobody have your best interest at heart out here, okay?" I just that was so irritating, because I'm just like, bitch, I know we are not about to have a wedding and this man don't even remember who half of y'all are. What is this story? Now, while I did not enjoy the story, I did enjoy Earth and Mix. They did very well in their roles. Their acting, she was cute, she was good. Everybody's acting was pretty good for the most part. And I liked the little song and dance at the end to the engagement. Like, I thought that was cute. Caught me by surprise. Definitely caught me off guard. High key, not a fan of like singing and stuff randomly in these shows, but like I feel like it fit the vibe of this series. And there were a couple of moments, well, let me say a few, it was more than two. There were a few moments where I did genuinely like laugh. Like the comedy, she was there sometimes with Earth and Mix. Earth did his big one in this role. I don't think we've never seen him be like this funny, silly, goofy, whatever, and I was here for it. Like, we should let him play more roles like this. But he ate down as Hang. Hang was my favorite character, and justice for Hang, honestly, because throughout this whole damn series, like, obviously he had his moments, because like, sir, stand up to your boss. Like, I get it, it's your boss, you know. I get in Thai culture, work relationships, and your superior with, what the fuck am I trying to say? Work relationships and that hierarchy does matter. So I get it from that standpoint. There are always cultural nuances that you have to try to understand when you're watching a series. But at the same time, it's like, sir, you need to stand up, because you not wanting to stand up to your boss is about to lead you to marriage. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there were moments that was very funny. I will give them that. The comedy was there. It was them other moments that I was like, girl, what the no. And the best friend, what was her name? Chicha. I was rooting for her. She had the most potential to be like the redeeming character out of the whole series. And she dropped the ball too. Because I'm like, girl, what you mean you've been in love with him this whole time? Granted, it seems like she didn't really realize it until somebody else pointed it out. But like, Honestly, that plot point was also unnecessary for me, but like they introduced it and I felt like they could have really went somewhere interesting with that. And they really didn't. Like we dropped the ball with that one. Like that could have been way more interesting. Honestly, the mom, all of the stuff with the mom didn't really add anything to the plot for me, except for them like lying about Chicha and Hang being in a relationship, which like again, unnecessary. Didn't really add anything to the plot. Didn't really do anything for me. But this whole thing was just like, I don't know. It's like the first few episodes were fine, and then we got lost in the sauce, and not in a good way. And I was just like, what are we doing? Like this is making no sense. We're overcomplicating things for literally no reason. Like the funny was still there, but at what cost? Like I just felt like there was an easier way to get the ending that obviously we knew we were gonna get. We knew they were gonna end up together. And I'm like curious, let me know in the comments about the original, like how close to the original is the Thai version? Because I just know if they're on the same energy, I'm not. If they're giving the same energy, I'm not gonna make it through the Japanese version. And the Japanese version came out in like 2018, so I already know the tropes in that probably go even crazier than what was going on in this one. And I don't know if I'm ready for that. Well, I mean, the episodes probably will be shorter. Could I make it through the Japanese version? I probably could. Am I that curious? Not at the moment. But let me know in the comments because I don't know. In 2025, like, girl, that boss just really pissed me off. Like, I could not stand that man. And his redemption arc, not deserved. What do you mean you want me to feel bad for him that he got left at the altar? Bitch, he literally coerced this man into marrying him. What? Hang lost his memories. And you were still gonna allow him to marry you even though you knew that he didn't like you before he lost his memories. Like, you knew that he didn't like you. You knew that he was in love with Mo. Like, it just made me, it was so irritating because I'm like, sir, we're really just gonna let him just do this? Like, dead ass? No. And Mo, you was not fighting for your man hard enough, babes. Like, I'm sorry, we already see what kind of person Hang is. Not the brightest. He needs a little guidance. Mo, you was pissing me off because it's like, yeah, you're insecure. What the hell are you scared of? And then when the 10 was like, oh, he let you go because he loves you. Bitch, no. If he loved him, he wouldn't have let him go because I'm sorry. We are all very much aware that Hang was not in love with the boss. We know that he did not have feelings for the boss. And all of y'all that were just going to let him get married, even though he did not remember, is crazy to me. That is wild. And Mo, it was always you breaking up and running away from Hang when he wanted to scream from the mountaintops that y'all were together and how he was in love with you. And Mo was pissing me off. Mo was making me so upset because, sir, what the fuck are you doing? Not fighting for your man like you should be. I just feel like this all could have been, obviously, if it was like easier, duh, we wouldn't have a series. But high key, yeah, we would, because this could have just been something that was really cute, funny, lighthearted, and it would have ate down without all the BS. Because there was a lot of BS that they put in here unnecessarily. Overall, I feel like the series was mid, which is so disappointing because I had high hopes. I really like Earth Mix. I enjoy Earth Mix, and I was excited to see them in a rom com, heavy on the calm. And the comedy was there, but I just feel like the storyline and these characters was not giving. And I just feel like there was potential for the series to be like way better than it actually is. But you know what? Earth and Mix, y'all did a good job. Y'all did a good job. Would I rewatch the series? There are moments that I would probably go back and watch, but honestly, the boss pissed me off so much, and obviously, he's an integral part of the story. So, I wouldn't 100% at this very moment say that I would rewatch the series, like sit down and watch all 12 episodes, because there were a lot of episodes that really pissed me off because what the fuck are y'all doing? And I just feel like she could have been better, but it's okay. You know, Earth Mix y'all ate, and I'm excited to see what other roles Earth Mix get after this series. Hopefully, they can be in like a lighthearted comedy again without all the extra BS, because I feel like they did a really good job. I'd like to see like them in like a legit rom-com where they're both like funny, cute, lighthearted romance, you know? But anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on Ossans Love. My thoughts, of course, all over the place as usual. This series, I'm so disappointed because I was so excited for this series, and like, she was kind of a letdown. I can't believe she was that fucking mid. Like, oh my gosh. But it's fine. It's okay. I'm excited to see Earth and Mix and Only Friends. Please let that one be good. But anyway, thank you for listening to me yap. This is the finished lick. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.